All right, everyone, got quite a good bit of updates to give along to everybody. Bear with me, there is one thing that I've got to check out. We'll wait till the chat catches up, and we'll go from there. So let me look in the background, make sure Huntsville hasn't updated anything else before I get started here. Really curious to hear back from them. I don't see anything yet, but they will be getting that survey done with a lot more details, which they've already came to the, what it was. They've already came to that, finding what it was. So we already know what it was. Still some details has not been brought out yet, but we'll wait on Huntsville to give them out. So let me turn this down here and we'll get started with the update here. Hello everybody, it's 6:08 on your Monday and we got a lot to share with you guys. So let's start out. Of course, we'll take a look outside. Not looking too bad. It has been a bit chilly today though, especially with that breeze going. I actually got cold out there a few times this morning particularly. Right now we're at 64 degrees. Winds are out of the northeast at around 2 miles per hour. It has not updated just yet. So, yeah, out of the northeast at 2 miles per hour currently. Hasn't updated rainfall. Haven't had any today, but we did end up getting around 2 inches from the last little bit of rain that we did get. So, did bring some well-needed rainfall to the area. And let's move on and take a look at the radar out across the area. Overall, looks like a pretty much clear scan out there. Let's look around a little bit. I'm not really seeing anything showing up on the radar at all at the moment. Area high pressure just around Gadsden, sitting in between Gadsden and Jacksonville, which is helping us bring some of these sunny skies that we're been seeing today. So the breaks in the clouds and stuff. That's what we've been seeing. Big area of low pressure will be sitting up here. Of course, we do have a small area of high pressure over in Tennessee, but there is a big area of low pressure sitting just right up here. And it's bringing a lot of clouds and stuff in, and we've been talking about that a lot. We have this low pressure system here, and I'm sure you've seen some of the ridiculous looking graphics. I won't mention what they look like, but I'm sure you've seen them. The graphics look pretty funny, but yeah, several areas of low pressure over there and here. I'm just going to kind of keep a stormy weather pattern in here, and that one will continue to move a little bit further south as we get on into tomorrow, and we'll begin to have some showers tomorrow. Maybe some storms, but we'll take a look right now. Let's move on from the radar, so there's nothing showing up. We'll move on to the forecast outlook. And that is bringing pretty much, there's some, I guess, discrepancy, or I guess not the right word I'm looking for. It would be maybe not. Let's just put it that way. Whether we get some rain or storms tomorrow afternoon and evening, maybe not. That's pretty much what we're looking at. That's what I'm going to call it. Maybe not. So some are thinking partly cloudy skies as we move on to the evening, and some are thinking possibility of some rain and storm. So we're just going to leave that at that and say that, of course, Tuesday will be sunny in the morning time, and to the afternoon is possibility we don't get any rain and storms on Tuesday. There is that possibility, but there's also the possibility we might see some. So we'll say 50% chance for the PM. High 74, low 56. Wednesday, definitely showers and thunderstorms. We don't expect nothing severe at this time, but we'll watch any systems this time of year. We've got some discussing to do on that. 80% chance Wednesday, high 67, low 58. Thursday, 50% chance of some more showers and storms, high 75, low 58. 50% chance of more showers and storms Friday, high 75, low 51. So let's take a look at what we do know. And it would be nice if that graphic would show up. You've got to be kidding me. Hang on one second, everybody. I'm sorry about that. Let me turn this down real quick. I forgot to put that graphic in, and that's what's going on right now. So bear with me. Let me grab it. Goodness gracious. I could have swore I put it up. I guess it decided to disappear. All right, bear with me. We'll grab that and get it up. Okay, hang on one second. There it is. Let me readjust it, and we'll be good to go here. So, officially, the National Weather Service in Huntsville has confirmed evidence of an EF1 tornado with maximum winds of 100 miles per hour that touched down in Rosalie and Jackson County on Saturday. Regardless of what you've heard from people, we've been receiving a lot of bad stuff from people saying that we're just lying about this being a tornado before it was ever confirmed. There's no tornado, there was no threat of a tornado. It was a gust-nado or something else. Well, guess what? It wasn't a gust-nado, just as we thought. So I guess they've got a lot of apologizing to do to people over here. Anyway, we'll move on, though. We'll actually look at the video. So let's take a look at the video. And, of course, you see this shared all over social media today. Here's the actual video of the small tornado that tried to touch down on top of the fire department, but actually did damage before it actually got to the fire department as well. There's your little video of that. Winds were confirmed at around 100 miles per hour, or right at 100 miles per hour with that. So definitely an interesting video for sure. So that was sent in. We'll just say EMA Office, Jackson County, because that's all I've got at this point. We'll take a look at the GFS, though. Let's take a look at that. Moving on from the video there. Very interesting video. I actually used an HD video converter to actually make it higher definition because it looked really, really grainy on the original videos. Looking at the GFS here, there's something going on with that. Don't know what it is, but something is wrong with the GFS here. It's jumping way ahead of things here, so let me figure out what is going on here. Okay. Where did it go? I absolutely hate it when these things do this. Okay, so we'll just say this, since that graphic decided to disappear. I don't know where it went, but it decided to disappear. So sorry about that, but we'll move ahead a little bit. This right here looks like it's going to be Saturday the 10th. It says around the 9th and 10th. We're watching an area of low pressure that may develop and become we don't know, okay? The GFS has become very unreliable at this point, considering, less research being done, less information being put into the models. The GFS has become, sadly, very unreliable. It's really sad, but it has. But it is thinking there will be some kind of low pressure, maybe tropical system, don't know, develop to the south of us down into Florida that may lift to the northeast over Georgia around the 9th. Again, we just don't know if it'll do that or not. But I will tell you there is a big, broad area of showers and thunderstorms that will move in on Wednesday, and it will bring the threat of some very heavy rainfall to the area. So I'll just say that since the graphic disappeared. How much rainfall can we expect? Well, some pretty heavy rainfall to the south, but it depends on how far north this system goes. Some of that heavier rain could be shifted further north. We could get, 2 to 3 inches of rain. Then again, if it stays further south like it is, probably going to see around 0.95, 1 inches of rain for North Alabama. Again, the models want to put it further south, but I don't believe that just yet. We'll wait until we get a little bit closer because these models are really unreliable these days. It's sad to say, but they are all quite unreliable. The only real reliable ones we have are, the NAM models and the HRR models, the high resolution stuff. Everything's getting kind of unreliable, so it is really sad. But we'll take a look, of course, at those two areas of low pressure that I was mentioning. You can see them on our map here. Pretty much swirling up to the north there around Illinois, Kentucky. Even some of that's extending down into Tennessee and even Alabama, bringing some clouds and also cooler conditions where that low pressure is at. But this is pretty much what we got at this point. We'll have to watch those low pressures to see if they go further. This one north moves further south. But that is why we've been seeing such cool conditions out there for this time of year, thanks to that low pressure there. There's another area of low pressure to the west there, but they called this a certain phenomenon. I forgot what they called it. Omega block, that's what it was. The Omega block phenomenon is what this is called. So let's move to the outlooks here. Temperature outlooks have already changed since this morning. Looking like the temperatures are going to be around average as we get on into the 11th and 15th time frame. We will average out with temperatures, and it is showing that we do try to dry out a bit. It's with a system coming out of the northwest, moving this rain on off to the southeast. Basically, the models are in alignment with what I just showed you, the possibility of a low-pressure system developing somewhere close to Florida and moving on to the northeast over Georgia. That's pretty much what that's saying. But most of it's dry out. Whether that system develops down there, we don't know. No clue. If it even develops, we have no idea pretty much at all. And there's another shot of that low pressure if it does develop down there. So we just don't know if it will, though. May not. Let's get ready to wrap it up, though. Had an amazing weekend. Didn't expect to have to, didn't expect to really have a tornado, but hey, the weather's got unpredictable. I know I was alive probably 30 minutes, maybe more, before any warnings ever went out, so I had the radar up already, ready to go in case something did happen, which honestly didn't expect it to, but it did. So once it did, we got to tracking, got the information in that we needed, that it had in fact touched down on top of the fire department at Rosalie. It actually touched down before it got there. It started doing damage well before it got to the fire department. I'm glad there was no injuries. Everybody was okay. But as far as everyone over here, phenomenal job. Did a great job. But there's some that, yeah, I bet they're not. Let's just say I bet they're feeling kind of bad right now. But anyway, we'll move on to our sponsor here, Mr. Dylan Snyder, Alabama Living Real Estate. For all your real estate needs, you can give him a call at 256-979-4330. Check them out on Facebook. Please check them out on Facebook as they help me keep everything going. Also, RKG Automotive Group, you can give them a call at 256-323-7323 if you're interested in any vehicles or anything like that. You can also check them out on Facebook. If you haven't liked or subscribed or anything to them, go check them out. I'd really recommend it. They've got some good stuff going. So let's get ready to wrap it up. Also, if you'd like to send a thank you donation for all the hard work we put in, right there's a way you can do that. Cash App, CWX. So let's get ready to look at the comments before we wrap the video up here. And also thanks to Jackson County EMA because they did a phenomenal job with all this. Hello, Mrs. Janice. It was a beautiful day out. A little cool this morning, but really beautiful day out. No problem, Lisa. Good to see you. Pam Collins, hello. Hope you're doing well. Hope you didn't get too cold because it was a little cold this morning. Good to see you. And I think that's Tyler Dalton is our page there. I'm not 100% sure on that. But if it is, hello, and thanks for your help, Tyler. Good to see you. For Mother's Day, I haven't looked that far out, to be honest, and it's kind of hard to say at this point. But let me go look and see how far out our forecast actually goes. I don't even know when Mother's Day is. I've lost track. I can just tell you that there's pretty much a chance of some showers and maybe thunderstorms. Looks like all the way from Wednesday to pretty much Friday night. Saturday, there will be a chance of showers unless it changes all the way into next Monday. There's a chance of showers. So that's as far out as our forecast goes at this point. So I'm not really sure. Yeah, it is amazing how, it could do such damage. I agree. And I actually want to look at the video again. I watched this video over and over and over again before I gave no, it was the first video that was released. I watched it several times before, I ever thought, well, hey, looking at the radar evidence, when I first looked at it, of course, I sent, that in to EMA. I sent them my opinion in on it, what I thought, what I seen. So that got sent in, and we, I guess others sent data information in too, not just me. But lots of us agreed that it looked like a tornado, even on the radar. It looked like a tornado, so that's what we went with. If I'd have been wrong, I'd have been on here apologizing tonight. But I haven't been wrong that much. Usually I'm not wrong about it. So, pretty interesting. Just to be honest, that video still mesmerizes me, now. Let's see if I can get back to it. Still amazes me. But look at your flag. It starts pulling, and look at it just spinning around there. It doesn't know what to do, and it literally gets tackled by the top of the roof. That's just crazy. Just how quick. Now, this gives you an idea of just how fast tornadoes develop. I mean, everything was pretty much, cool and all that good stuff, and then all of a sudden, here comes the wind. And just bam, it's over with. All right, Janice, well, looks like Sunday then. Let me pull that up. some possibility of some showers, about a 40% chance with mostly sunny skies. It says that makes no sense. A chance of showers with mostly sunny skies. Okay, so we'll just say there's a low chance of rain. Probably going to be sunny with a high of 75. It may rain, it may not. We'll just say that. It makes more sense that way. All right, everybody. Have a great night. Got to get off here. Got Monday night practice nets to do on the Fort Payne repeater, so we got to get all that done. I don't believe I'm doing it, but still I participate in it. So have a great night. God bless. We'll see you on the next update, everybody.